Alright, so this first deck that we're going to be starting with is something that we've kind of tried to do a little bit before, but we didn't get to record it as much as we wanted to, so here we're going to do it again for the first time, the final time, and this most recent time. Those were not all worked together, but hey, we're going to go with it anyways. Alright, so this is called a Pawmot deck because it's built around this card, Pawmot. Now, Pawmot is very good. Besides the Emperor Palpatine pose, 11 Strike is a really powerful ability, and Pawmot has no retreat cost. And if you learn nothing else from watching me stream, learn to look for that, because that is a super high power level thing. If something has no retreat cost, you can work with that. Like, that makes things a lot easier to mess around with. You don't have to cheese stuff, you don't need as many switches, stuff like that. Although in this case we do, and I'll get to why. So 11 Strike says discard 2 lightning energy from this Pokemon, not discard all, just 2. And this attack does 220 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. If they have a Manaphy on the bench, we can't hit their bench, but we can still do 220 to the front thing, and 220 is a really good number to be hitting. There's a lot of Pokemon that have 210 HP or 220 that the standard 200 damage attacks won't really touch. So that's a good way to like have a little bit more. It covers a lot more bases there, and we're going to enable this by playing with Flaaffy. So Flaaffy says, once during your turn, you may attach an energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. And so if we have 2 Pawmots going, we could just sit there and just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And in order to enable that, we're playing with a couple of things. We're only playing with 1 Pawmo, because the most common way that we're going to be doing lurk ones. Hey, I appreciate the lurk, Agent, and I hope you have a wonderful walk with Little Bear. We're going to be utilizing Jacq here. Jacq is really, really good with both Flaaffy and with Pawmot, because it gets you 2 of your evolution Pokemon. Now, we oftentimes won't want to get a Pawmot, like a Pawmo, if we already have Pawmies in play, but we'll need a Pawmot, right? And so we've got Rare Candies in the deck, and the Pawmo to try and make the evolutions happen, and Jacq will also help us guarantee our Flaaffys. So this deck doesn't have to play with a lot of Ultra Balls, which might actually be a mistake now that I think about it. I say now that I think about it, this was actually on my mind when I built it, because Ultra Balls are one of the best ways to get energy into the bin, but we also have Greninja for that, so we're going to kind of see what feels good and see if we need to make any adjustments, but let's get started. Alright, first up is somebody who ate a whole bottle of ketchup. Well, good for you, my friend. Thank you for giving that shout out, Icy. I appreciate you. Now, we do not want to go first, because we are a VIP Pass deck, I think. I really need to check that before I hit go, because that's the difference for me, is if we have VIP Passes, then we go second, and if we don't, we go first. Because I know a lot of people build their decks to have 4 VIP passes in it. I find you don't really need to do that. Okay, so Pidgeot and Charizard are what we're looking at here. Okay. The reason I find you don't really need to do 4 VIP passes is because you can only ever really play 2 of them. Yeah, I guess technically if you just have a basic and 3 in your hand, you can play 3, but that's so unlikely to happen that it's not really worth it. And what you really want to do, we'll give them 1. What you really want to do is have like an Arven or a Pokégear to get to an Arven, so you can get your 1 VIP pass. This is the Charizard deck. This is the kind of the one that we're seeing more and more of, the Arceus Charizard deck. Which, it's solid. This deck just shows me that Arceus is too strong, because Arceus does nothing in this deck besides its ability and its attack. Like, there's no synergy there. It's actually anti-synergy, because it can't power up either Pidgeot or Charizard. What's up, Zenith? Okay, so we just drew the Arven organically, so let's start with that. Get our VIP pass. Do we want... Yeah, we'll look at a Blunder Policy. Maybe we can paralyze this. Again, they're probably going to evolve and it doesn't matter. The unfortunate truth of how this match is going to work out most times... Okay, also our Greninjas and our prize cards. That is notable. Is that we're not really going to probably beat this deck. It's one of those ones you just kind of got to accept. But we'll do our best here. Let's put this here. Now, we are going to have trouble getting energy in the bin here, at least at first. It doesn't really matter right now because we don't even have any Flaaffys, but it is notable. Okay, so Paralysis is actually probably better here. If they can't evolve this, which they probably can, they have, 5 cards, and one of them's probably an Ultra Ball or an Arceus. If they okay, they could anyways. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's a Bonsly. It's a Bonsly. If somebody catches the... Bonsly is one of my favorite Pokemon. If somebody catches the Bonsly, you gotta help me out here. Alright, Big McTrades, right? Okay, are we already out of this game? Sure feels like it. It's just, Arceus is just too good. I try not to sit here and bellyache. Whatever 2 cards you want. Like, Pidgeot is awesome, and it gets you whatever 1 card you want, but you have to evolve that twice. Oh, well, that's a shame. I just hope I catch the Bonsly then. Alright, well, I hate to do this so early in the game, or so early in the deck, but I'm probably just going to move on from here. I don't think we're going to win this one. And I don't think there's much to learn from this Arceus. Besides, Arceus is really good, so. Congratulations, opponent, on your Arceus deck. I guess ultimately that's my issue with it, y'all. It doesn't feel like a Charizard deck, right? Oh, Totodile's a good starter. That's a good one, Muddy. That's a good one. Any deck with Arceus in it is just an Arceus deck. It's not a whatever you're building it around deck. I made a couple. I have 4 Arceuses, and they're really cool and they're really powerful. They're just not fun to use. Just as like, and I win again. If winning is what you like, get Arceus though. It's a good card. Is this the same opponent? No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. I caught a Bonsly. We were actually discussing that on Saturday. If you could have any one baby Pokemon to just like have as yours, what would you pick? And everyone was like, well, I know what you'd pick, Wiggles. It's Bonsly. It's so cute. Tiny little bonsai tree. Okay, so Jacq here, we'd rather have an Arven, but Jacq is actually not that bad because we've got the energy for it, and we can get a Pawmo and a Pawmot. So it could be okay. Kind of depends what they're up to. Okay, alright. Real fire deck. Let's go. Let's go. This is the Arcanine deck, most likely. Now, they may have slotted in some of the new fire stuff, like the new Charizard, so we do have to keep our eyes open for that one. Making them go first is kind of hit or miss, because this might be an Arcanine even faster, and we're going to struggle to deal with that, or it might not. Now, luckily, Pawmi here, when it takes its chance to paralyze, doesn't actually do any damage, which is really beneficial in this one particular situation. Since we can't evolve this turn, we're actually going to boss his orders, and we're going to boss his orders this Charmander, because this Charmander, it searches the deck, but they have 2 of these. And so this is like the one thing that stands out, right? I actually probably should, in retrospect, I immediately regret my decision. It's called Buyer's Remorse, but we're going to call it Trainer's Mistake. I'm feeling Trainer's Mistake right now. This would have been a better one to pull up to the front. Maybe? Maybe. That's tough. Yeah, and then we'll try and paralyze it. Ah! Zips out. Well, or not. Enjoy your lurk, Muddy! And good luck with your dinner. Okay. Oh, and they have the Charizard. Oh no. Oh no, chat, we're in danger. Do they also have a switch? Because if not, we're maybe not in danger? Maybe? Or is it a professor's research? Oh no. Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. Never mind. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna grab... Okay, so Pawmo is in our bin this time. Or is in our prize cards, which makes this really awkward. Let's Ultra Ball these 2 energy away. And, I guess a Mareep here? It's kind of a rough start. Nice. Nice. Okay, and we're going to try and paralyze it. If we can paralyze this one, we might actually be in a decent spot here. Let's put this energy here, because this doesn't need a second energy, and if we draw one, well... Or if we draw a Rare Candy, then I'll feel stupid, but I think this is the smartest thing we can do right now. I really needed that to be a heads. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in danger. You know what this tells me, y'all? This tells me I need to brew some water stuff. I'm really glad we pulled this one to the front in retrospect. Boss's orders coming in clutch. Opponent? Yay! Alright, my turn. Okay. Well, that's the rare candy that we were like, well, if we get one, we get one. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is... Let's see here. The rare candy, the Blunder Pass. Okay. Okay, this is actually not that bad. So we're gonna rare candy this one on the bench here. Opponent's giving us a chance to dig ourselves out, so we're gonna take it. Let's get this Pawmot ready. Now a heads or a tails would be fine, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now we get the heads that we could draw cards, but we'll take paralysis here, because paralysis means they need an actual switch. They can't just put another energy on it and escape the Charizard that way. The question becomes, what do we do here? I think what we do here is we actually get the Pawmot to take out this Charizard. Although it behoove us to get this other Arcanine. Let's get the other Arcanine. Depends what we draw, right? Okay. Depends what we draw, right? Okay. Okay, so with that draw... With that draw, let's retreat this one. Get Pawmot out front here. So the question is, should we hit the Arcanine? Which, if we had another Pawmot, we would definitely do that. But I think what we're actually going to do here is we're going to pull this Arcanine to the front. And we're going to hit this Charizard. That way they need 2 energies to build this up. Because that's their double right there, right? And if we can do this... And just take out this Charizard, we get a prize card. And now they're even further behind on energy. It's a little scary to have the Arcanine out front. That's an excellent draw because we know the Pawmots are in, or the Pawmos are in here, so we just need one more Pawmot and we're good. Obviously another Mareep or Flaaffy or things like that would be great, but that's a really good draw. Don't get discouraged on that one. Okay, so this is... That's all 3 of the cards we just took out. So they can have a Charmander. And if they put this fire energy on Arcanine here... Okay. So they have to ditch either the fire energy or the Charizard here. Kind of depends what they're going after, right? Oh. Okay, so they kept the fire energy. What are they getting? None of their singular Pokemon are going to pull them out of this situation. What you got, opponent? Radiant Charizard. Okay. If they play that one, we're going to take that one out. It depends where that fire energy goes. The smart thing would be to put it on the one up front. Okay, they didn't do that, which is lovely for us. Okay. Oh, that's such a good draw. Okay, so now we're going to start powering up this one here. Now, we do just have to zap kick this and hope for the best here, but that is what we're going to do. They need a hot draw, and I mean, so do we, but we have a chance to get our Pawmots going in the meantime. Okay, if it's the Flaaffy, that's bad. I think it's going to be the Flaaffy. I mean, obviously, if they don't pick the Flaaffy, I think, yeah, they messed up if they didn't, but now we also need a hot draw. Shame. It's coming to a top deck battle. Let's go. Okay. How lucky are we? We're very lucky. That's how lucky we are. Okay, so we're going to do this first. Put it on this one. Arven for a switch and a Blunder Policy. We're not actually going to use the Blunder Policy. We're going to hold on to that for now. And we are also going to start taking out this Arcanine and really, just really hope they don't draw a switch this turn. Oh no, it's a Terra type. Oh, Wiggles, you're so bad. Oh, we can't do that, chat. We can't do that. We could have knocked this one out, but we can't do that to that one. Oh, we have messed up. We made a mistake. We made a mistake. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Did make a mistake, though. That's a good draw. That'll help us unmake our mistake here. So we're going to retreat this one. Here, I got to remember about that terastallized thing. That's just one of those things we forget. Well, in that case, the destruction shall continue, opponent. That one. Hi, sheep! Okay, Jacq's fine. That is unfortunate, but what can you do? Okay, so here comes that Arcanine, and it's going to do 250 damage. Okay. Okay, so we're going to make him have it. We're going to hit this one up front for 260, because if they have it, and by have it I mean if they have if they draw another fire energy or a way to evolve this, which they shouldn't be able to do that, then and they knock this one out, then this one will do 60 damage and finish it off. But if they don't, we get to just we just get to knock it out ourselves. So let's see. 300 HP is a lot, y'all. That is one thing Pawmot's definitely got going for it. That was the wrong one to put that on, my friend. That is such a good draw for us. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is another Mareep here. We don't need another Pawmi just yet, but we're going to be able to Jacq next turn. So we definitely want that one. Free retreat. That one in there. We're just going to Zap Kick here so we get to keep our energies. Okay, pulling out ahead. I'm not beating up babies. This is an Arcanine deck. These are scary, and I made a mistake anyways, so, you know, who's more of a baby? The baby or the person who got outsmarted by a baby? Okay, so opponent has decided they are done for the most part, because they cannot evolve this and they can't get two energies, or an energy and evolve this, so we could just hit this for the big number again. Plus, we're going to be able to power this other one up. Okay, so we win. GG, opponent. Play that out. Let's use Jacq here. We're gonna be as smart as possible, because I don't want to make a mistake here again. I made a mistake earlier this game, so we're gonna take all full actions here, chat. Full actions here. I don't see how I could possibly lose this when I'm about to hit this Arcanine, but I've made mistakes before, so we're gonna take the actions. That one on this little Pawmi here. Alright, now we're gonna 11 strike. Boom. Alright, we win. Right? Yeah, we win. Alright, cool. Woo! Ooh, Colossal. That's a good one. Okay. Clean. Clean despite my mess up. And that was the first game we played, y'all, because we definitely didn't just punt the Arceus match and leave. 1,000 damage even. Clean. Clean and even. Let's collect our prizes. Level up! Woo! Woo! Coins, another Charizard. Another Artisan, and a pack. What's in the pack? Ooh, an Absol EX. Nice, nice. You got it, Icy. 1 second, my friend. Exclamation point ticket if you would like a chance to win a pack. Courtesy of Icy. Wait, oh, I had more. Crystals! Woo! Woo! We're getting close, y'all. Getting close on that crystal amount. Yeah. Zenith, you're like the real Pokemaster here. You just show up and catch everything. Showing us up. Showing us up. It's amazing what some people can do with a guitar, y'all. Not me. I tried. I have stupid fingers. This is a solid hand, but we don't get to keep it, so, you know, rip. Gotta catch them all, indeed. Is that irresponsible to send a 10-year-old? Gotta catch them all? Okay. Okay. So hopefully this Pokégear hits us an Arven, because that would be fantastic. Because then we could just get a Mareep and a Greninja and be set. I'm sorry, sheep. Have you tried getting good? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, no Arven, I deserve that. I deserve that. Alright, so let's Stormy Mountain here for the Mareep that we want. Okay. Get another Pawmi down. Oh wait, we couldn't Arven anyways because of that. Never mind. Duh. And we can't do that either. Alright, your turn, opponent. At least we got our mountain down, and we got to use it before they could mess with us. And this mountain's just gonna be a... Note taken. This mountain is just going to be a steady source of Pawmis and Mareeps. We need to leave one slot open for Greninja, in case we have a Nest Ball or a way to get it. But Stormy Mountains are really good in this deck. Playing against that person the other day, though, that had the Giratina, that, well, I'll just get my Giratina then, which was terrifying. But then we, you know, Levin struck the Giratina. Hey, does anyone in chat know what's Levin Strike? Me and McMurdo were talking about it, and apparently Levin is also from Fire Emblem. There's the Levin Sword, which kind of does the same thing. Single-handedly, sheep. Single-handedly. Okay, let's power this other one up. Gonna Jacq here, and we're gonna get... Okay, so we do have a Pawmo. The Pawmo's there, which is good. One of our Flaaffys is over here. We can't even use the Flaaffys yet, though, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's see if we can paralyze this. Now, there's a good chance they're going to evolve it, it doesn't matter, but we are gonna try. Maybe they don't have it. What's up, Doobie? What's up, Doobie Puff? Okay, so the benefit of Pawmo's ability is that it still does the damage. Even though we didn't get to paralyze, we still did the damage, which is nice. How's it going, my friend? Your name makes me... Okay, see, it wouldn't have mattered. Ha! Wouldn't have mattered. Your name makes me think of the Doobie Brothers every time. Which is because that's one of my favorite band names ever. What kind of music do y'all do? It's pretty chill, man. It's pretty chill. I'm glad you're doing good. Okay. Huh. Well, that is unfortunate. Very unfortunate here. We kind of need to paralyze it now. Now, we did draw this rare candy, so could be worse. They're away, so if we Ultra Ball for a Pawmo, or a Pawmot, we could do 60 damage, but we can't do 60. We don't have one, we need one more card, right? We need one more card to put the energy there. So I guess we're just going to hold off on these cards in our hand and try to paralyze it again. If we can paralyze it again, we're great. And if we can't, it's still fine-ish. Okay, we did. Problem solved. Never doubted it. Never going to be a problem. City yourself. Zapped, opponent. Now, that also means they can't retreat it. Paralysis is an interesting status condition. It's one of the most unique ones in this game because it means that it only lasts for one turn, there's no coin flips or anything, and they just can't retreat or attack. Or use their abilities, I think. Oh, opponent, you've activated my trap card. Okay, so... let's see here. If we Ultra Ball... I feel really awkward about Ultra Balling away this Rare Candy, but I think that's still the best option here. Let's do it. Be as smart as we can. Right now they're thinking, that's okay, we have just enough HP to survive. No, you don't. No, you don't. 11 strike. Hold that, please. Thank you. And now, if they get rid of our Stormy Mountain at this point, we don't really care. We got our bench filled. Oh, they're doing something brewy over there. Alright, alright. Yeah, that's exciting. I should have called that when we saw the Armor Rogue. That is not a super common card. I thought that was a Jacq, and I was about to be terrified that we were just, like, staring down the barrel of another Arcanine. We really want some card draw now. A Professor's Research would be great. Okay. So this could knock us out in theory. Opponent is super lucky, which they're not. Unfortunate, my friend. What can you do? Okay. I mean, the other Pawmot is interesting. We need to start powering this bad boy up here. Let's see if we can paralyze him. Nope. Alright. We would also take another Flaaffy or Rare Candy would be great here. There's a couple of options. Yes, that must have been their draw for the turn. Or they would have definitely used that last turn. Solid spread you got there, opponent. I like what you're up to. You know, that actually would work really good in our deck. Maybe. We don't... Clavel's tough, because Clavel can't really be tutored for very well. Like, you could have a Lumineon, or you'd have to have 4 Clavels plus the, let's see, how dead are we? Oh, that's okay. You'd have to have 4 Clavels plus, Pokégears to guarantee you get that on the first playable turn. That's an excellent draw. I was gonna save this Pawmi, but now I'm not. Yeah, now we're not. We're gonna give it this little Blunder Policy here, and we're gonna watch it go. Whee! Alright, tails, please. Or heads. Heads is fine, too. Yay, tails! Cards! Those are some good cards, okay. The question becomes, which one do we care more about? Getting another Flaaffy, or getting another Pawmot? Probably another Pawmot, because we have the one ready to go. We don't really need the Flaaffy so much right now. And if we have another Pawmot, we're pretty set. Oh, opponent is just having no luck right now. You hate to see it. So this does 180 damage once it gets fully done. That is an excellent draw. And it actually doesn't do 180 damage because of that draw. So, let's start with... And we drew the electric energy, too. So let's actually start with Arven here. We're going to do Rare Candy and Blunder Policy. That one. There, let's retreat this one. The other one ready to go. Go Villain, could you hold that for me, please? Thank you. Goodbye. Pawmot is so good, y'all. The ability to hit anything on the bench for 220 damage is just nasty. And now we have Jacq, so we're gonna have 2 Flaaffys. This game is over. Like, they would need, what is it, 10 heads in a row for this game to not be over. It's possible, but, you know, y'all do the math, because I'm bad at it. Three's 90 damage, though. That's not nothing. We're gonna Jacq here. We're gonna grab our last Flaaffy. The problem is they have to do that to one of them, right? And we're just gonna sit there and shuffle between the two of them. The power of Pawmot. Power of no retreat cost. Yay! No retreat. What's this do? Oh, yeah, no, we're not gonna let them do that, that's for sure. You know what? And we may feel like we're beating up babies right now, but at least our opponent is not having to face another Charizard deck. We're really helping them, y'all. We're being good people right now. Bane 1998, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Okay, Arven is another rare candy if we want to get 3 Pawmots going. Arven's also a Nest Ball, so we don't really need to draw any more cards, and we don't really need another Pawmot, so we're just gonna kind of hold on to this Arven for now. Am I doing this backwards? Yes, I am. I should have retreated first. Oopsie. Right? We're helping, Sheep. We're a giver here. And this, we're not knocking out their Growlithe. We know how much they love their Growlithe. They've been using it every turn. Okay, let's play... We're not going to get the Greninja at this point, so we're just going to play this other Pawmi and put that on there so we can evolve that one in just a bit. 11 strike and continue the pain. We're going to take out this Charmander this time. That's more threatening. If that evolves into the Charizard, that's more dangerous than either of these two. So... Pokégear's a good rip. That's a good rip. We don't actually have to retreat this one this time because we put 2 energies on it. Unless they knock it out, at which point we have other bigger problems than that. They didn't. Yay! Poor opponent. Sitting there flipping coins. Okay, so let's Arven for that rare candy, that last one. Dynamotor, get all 3 Pawmots ready to go. Not that it matters, but this game isn't over this turn, so we're gonna keep playing. Opponent can see it at any time. They're not having fun. 11 strike. We'll save the Growlithe till last. Good. And that should cover playing all the EXs we needed as well as the evolution. So yay, we finished our dailies. Woo! Simisear. That's the one that Pansear evolves into, right? Or is it the other way around? I want one. Bam! Unlimited power. Unlimited power. You can see it. That was really conceited? Alright. I mean, sure. I need to go on a diet, y'all. Does anybody else like twitch their legs when they sit somewhere? Like you just can't really help it, just that restless leg thing going on. When my whole body starts to jiggle when I do that, I know I need to go to the gym more. Watch my food intake more. These sorts of things. Snorlax is my spirit animal, but I'd never admit that out loud on a recorded Twitch situation. Ooh, a water deck. Now, if it's Shine Pow, they're not weak to electric, but if it's not Shine Pow, Darn, opponent, you won the coin flip. You should go first. Hey, you caught a Pokemon sheep! Nice! Woo! Yay, opponent! We agree. You should go first. Okay, Deck, I do want a Pokemon, though. Like, come on now. Hey, getting good work! It was that easy. I didn't. Icy, thank you for that shout out there. And the winner is Icy! Congratulations! Coming in hot. We had to take 2 mulligans, so they know what we're up to. That's unfortunate. There you go, buddy. Starting with a Mareep is also unfortunate. And we don't have any way to get a Pawmi. This is a pretty rough start, y'all. Maybe we'll get lucky. See, but it's not me, it's Stream Elements, I see. Okay, so Dondozo is weak to electric. Now, Dondozo doesn't really matter because it's not a big, like, if it was 120, that'd be great, because then our level 1, our little baby attack would do double damage and get to knock it out. But as it is, doing 440 damage doesn't matter on this thing. So, that's the bad news. The good news is, this is not Shine Pow. This will be easier to beat. Did I lose a bunch or something? Is it putting me in a lower? It's not. It doesn't work that way. There's not, like, brackets like that. That is terrifying, though. Now, again, if they put this up front to try and wall off our Pawmot, it doesn't work. If they put a Manaphy in the bench and then put this up front, then we're in doo-doo. But, hey, fill your bench up, opponent, with not using a Manaphy. Please. Arven. Right when you need him. It's your boy. Who doesn't love some Arven? You know what I mean? Who doesn't, right? Everybody does. Not having a switch is a little brutal, but it's not the end of the world. We're actually going to get a Greninja here because we have 2 of these and we might get a switch. Okay, we didn't get a switch. We did get a Pokégear, so that's a switch next turn if we want it. But let's put this here. That there as well, in case they try to shuffle our hand up. Well, Pokégear's maybe a switch next turn. We'll see. See what it says. Bosses order the purple card. You mean the Mimikyu? We could. Yeah, in theory. We don't really want to right now, though. We want to wait, give them a chance to put... Because right now, they don't have any... I should start from the beginning. Dondozo's base attack cares about how many Tatsuguris are in your discard pile, and they don't have any right now. Now, if they play another one... Like, this... Okay, so they got 1, and they have an Ultra Ball. So if they ditch 2 Tatsuguris here, they only ditched 1. That's good for us. Hopefully they... Okay, and they didn't grab a Manaphy. So if they have a way to ditch this other one and an energy... Okay. Alright, so they are going to knock out the Mareep. They did the thing. Now, that being said... We have a Jacq and a Rare Candy. So we're going to be able to knock this out in response here. The unfortunate part is that we don't have a Flaaffy. And we need to have a... Well, we don't need to have a water or another electric energy. Hopefully we draw one, but we can just boss's orders if we don't. Let's see what we draw. It kind of depends on that. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. See what this gets us here. An Arven. Okay. So what's the plan here, y'all? We know we're going to escape rope, but do we want to Arven first? I think so. I think so. Let's get another, No. Yeah. Blunder policy here. As nice as it would be to get a Mareep right now, we're actually going to get another Pawmi. Are we? The Greninja, are we? You have to put the Greninja out front. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to escape rope here. Make them put something else out front. Like, we could try to paralyze this, but I don't want to risk our... This is our last Pawmi that we have right now, and I don't really want to risk that. And this won't die unless there's 3 Tatsuguris, which there's only 2. So, we're looking okay there. Now we Rare Candy. That... Their turn. We need to have a way to get this Greninja into the back on the bench, but we have a Flaaffy now for this Mareep. We've got some energy in the bin, so we could, in theory, power up this Pawmot. Unless they knock the Greninja out. That's kind of not what we want them to do. That's interesting. Okay, so this is going to hurt, but unless they can get more Tatsuguris in the bin, which they might be able to, because they've got level balls. Okay. And the Serena, brutal. Yeah, okay, and that's enough then, because that's 150 minus 20, so that's 130. So Greninja's dead. Hopefully it did its job adequately. Path to the Peak does not stop. Well, I mean, now you can knock out the Greninja, sure. Thanks, my guy. Okay, so if we don't draw the energy, we do get to at least boss's order something here. So we have actions we can take. Okay, we didn't draw the energy, so we do have to do that. Isn't ideal, but it's where we are. What does this say? Sure, and let's zap kick it. Oh, I didn't even realize they have the 2 Articunos. Yeah, so they were actually going to do plenty of damage. These each give plus 10 damage to all their basic water Pokemon's attacks. Oh, and the switch card, too. Yikes. Well, this isn't going to kill us, so... It's going to do what, 170? It's going to do a lot. We really need that, Huh. Really need to draw an electric energy here. We need to draw something. Okay, I mean, that's what we asked for. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this other Articuno up to the front. That way, if they have another switch cart, which we know they're playing, they're not getting the added benefit of taking reduced damage. That is the goal there. There's only 1 energy in the bin. I should probably put it on this Flaaffy. I'm going to regret it if I don't. The reason being, if they pull this to the front, now it's only 1 energy from being able to retreat. Okay, and we're going to 11 strike, and we're going to hit the one that's got the 2 energies on it. Pawmi's a good draw, actually, especially with the Blunder Policy and the energies in the bin. Yikes. Okay, so this one's dead. This is the best build of the Dondozo I've seen before, what the opponent's doing. We might actually have to steal that. We might have to steal it. I mean, I'm gonna write that down. Definitely behind, though. They are on their last piece of gas. So that's something. We didn't draw the... Oh, well, I guess we can just do this here. Oh, we are so out of gas ourselves, though. We have to spend this. It's a resource that we can't afford to not pull something off of. Ow. My hubris. And we end our turn. Okay. Opponent's getting us, y'all. We're getting got. Pretty good by them. Another Dondozo. Yikes. Okay. Okay. And there's the fourth Tatsuguri. Yeah. Oh, no. No! Okay. Alright. We have been slain. That was good by the opponent. They played that really well. We stumbled. Like, our starting hand was pretty bad. But they definitely took advantage of that. So good job, opponent. I like their deck. I'm a big fan of decks that don't have any god cards in them. And their deck didn't. So I gotta respect it. GG indeed. Okay, steel would indicate Dialga, probably. At least that's the stock steel sleeve and coin setup. Maybe they just like steel. Maybe they're trying to throw us off. Maybe it's all a ruse to get inside our head. Joke's on you, opponent. There's nothing inside my head. There's plenty of space. Wait. Okay. We also prefer that. Nice one, I see. Hey, that's the second time we had to mulligan, which is brutal. Okay, so Pawmi and VIP Pass and Nest Ball in our starting hand. Let's go. Okay. As anticipated, this is the Dialga deck. Pick the Magnezone, okay, okay. Does that mean they already have the Dialga in hand? Be kind of wild to start that way. Yeah, that was a nice Dondozo deck. Oh, and the Stormy Mountain. Is it my birthday or what? Alright, so let's start with the Greninja and the Mareep. We're going to Nest Ball for another Pawmi. We're going to Stormy Mountain for another Mareep. Start ditching things to Greninja so that we can have our Flaaffys do something when we get them. That's an excellent draw. Okay. Do we try and get the pump? No. Let's hold off on that for now. Okay, we really... I guess it didn't matter. They pulled the Magnezone, so they probably have the Rare Candy and the ability to just, like... We know they have the Magnezone. They probably have a Rare Candy. Magnezone's worrying, but not as much by itself. We should be able to outstall this thing for a little bit. At least for a little bit. Now, if they get a Dialga with this Arven, like get a Nest Ball and get a Dialga, then we start to be a little panicky. Ultra Ball's not so panicky. I mean, it's whatever they want, right? It's probably still going to be a Dialga, but at least they have to ditch cards. Okay, as anticipated. Now, now they have to decide, do they Giga Magnet onto the Magnezone, or do they Giga Magnet onto the Dialga? And if they hit nothing, then we're set. So here they could retreat if they want. You don't have electric cards, my friend. Magnezone is... Magnemite is steel in your deck. There is an Electric Magnemite, but they don't have it. Okay, could I have a Jacq? That's not a Jacq. Shocking, I know. Okay, the Pawmo, just pulling that is excellent. Use this to get another Pawmi. Okay. And we're going to ditch this energy here, along with the Stormy Mountain that we don't need two of, to go get a Flaaffy. We can have this one ready by next turn. So this game's looking a little locked up. A little locked up. That's why in decks where... So this is my 2 cents, take it as you will. If you are playing a deck that's a good paralyze. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, if you're playing a deck where you want to be rare candying, like we want to have Pawmot, we don't really care about Pawmo, you still might want to put one of them in there, because sometimes you'll have rare candies and things. Okay, that I hate. That I hate. We're done with the Greninja at this point, and we don't need this other Pawmi. We only get 4 cards. These are the 4 we get. I guess they can use Giga Magnet while paralyzed. That's interesting and good to know. You should put all of them on this Dialga so that bad things happen to it next turn. Perfect. Perfect. Now don't evolve it. Please. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we can go and grab another Pawmi. I think there's one more in the deck. Sweet. Okay, let's evolve this one. Treat this little bad boy. There. Can't forget to Flaaffy while we got it. And we're gonna take out this Dialga, because 220 damage. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Okay, that's a good draw right there. Because that's a boss's orders plus this will knock out a Bidoof. Now the Magnezone's going to hit us for 120, because I imagine they're going to be powering up their own Magnezone with that. They might power up the Bidoof, but that'd be a bad decision. Okay. The reason we're going to take out this Bidoof using the boss's orders is, 1, it's the most efficient use of our turn, and 2, Bibarel is their best way back in this game. So we're going to prevent that from being a problem that we face. Spreading our energies around here. We don't know exactly which one we're going to be using. And now we zap kick a Bidoof in the face. Ja! Switch is excellent. So now what we can do is we can retreat this for free. This is kind of why I was glad to get the Arven, is because it was a switch if we needed it. Because we can retreat for free. Okay, it's not going to work. Okay. Ooh, oh, this is tempting. We need to this is the problem. These are the scary part. It's not the Magnezone. It's gonna suck if we lose to this Magnezone, getting to just keep hitting our Pawmi over and over and over, or our Pawmot over and over, but we need to stop this card. Identify the threat. What's the one that kills you? That's the one you beat. Okay, so y'all, Pawmot's gonna die, and it's very, very, very sad, but that is the way it is right now. However, because we drew that energy... We drew this organically, so... Do we use the Arven this turn? I don't think we should, because... We're gonna get 2 prize... Yeah, we're gonna get 2 prize cards, so we should be okay. We might have to sacrifice some Mareep here, but we should be okay. $220 damage. Remember what I said at the beginning? 220 is a very good number to be hitting for. I'm glad we didn't use that Arven for a rare candy. Because now Arven can get us an Ultra Ball and get this other one ready to go. What's up, Darkness? We're going to be doing a giveaway for the next game. This is second to last one with this deck. Been a good showing by the Pawmot deck, though, I gotta say. Happy with how this one worked out. Opponent? They do get to take out the Pawmot, but we win because they don't get to take it out and play something on their bench. So yay, we win! Woo! Okay, so we Arven for an Ultra Ball and a Blunder Policy. And we live and strike it. Bam! Power! Power! Alright, let's do that last giveaway for the last round here. Well played, opponent, well played. Right, one more round with Pawmot. Let's see what happens. Exclamation point taken if y'all want a chance to win a pack. That's a good coin, except the eyes look really weird. I love it so much because it looks so goofy. Little tiny hands. What a coin. Oh, what a coin. But I wanted to go second. Opponent. Hey. Hey, buddy. Rude. So is having to start with a Mareep and having no Pawmies in sight. This might be a quick one. We might be doing two. We'll see. You got it, sheep. We'll change that coin in just a second. Oh, no. Oh, don't ice me, Holmes. Okay, they're getting wild with it. Alright, alright. That is a full spread of different Pokemon. Now, to our opponent's credit, that Pikachu coin, I'll check if it's in the store. That is a full team of different Pokemon. That's not something you see every day. With the power of Miraidon. Okay, well, ditching feels bad. Because we have the Pawmo and the Jacq in hand, we're gonna go ahead and do this. That is the most expensive little Pawmi I've had yet. Okay, crank a couple there. We are gonna go ahead and Jacq here. Get both of those. Okay, so because they're powering up this Magnemite or Magnezone, which specifically wants to make things retreat, we're actually going to switch around here. And we're going to get the Pawmi out front. And maybe we can paralyze it and it's not a problem at all. Okay, so now they have to have a switch. They do still get to draw a card with that, which is, you know, bad for us, but what can you do? We're making the best we can with this situation, y'all. Okay, they ditched their Manaphy. That's so good for us. I don't care. We're not going to be hitting that Raikou. Can I have a Rare Candy deck? I cannot. That's a shame. Putting these on Flaaffy, just in case we need them later. Now see, this is actually, especially if we paralyze, which we didn't, sad. But leaving them with 220 is nice here. Okay. Do they have a switch? If they don't have a switch... If they don't have a way to take out this Pawmo, then we get to just hit this Magnezone with the Pawmot. Feel like they would have done it if they did. Feel like they would have done it. Come on. Come on, pass the turn. Pass the turn. Turn, that's fine, pass the turn. Turn. Yeah, alright. That's, you know, it's a solid draw, too. Slow power Flaaffy up the rest of the way. Hold on to that for me, Magnezone, would you please? Thank you. Okay. I really wanted an electric energy there, but we'll take what we can get. I'll do it again, I swear. Oh, yeah, that's fine. This is actually kind of helpful for us. Now, if they knock out the Flaaffy, it's less helpful, which they're about to do. Well, never mind. That's great for us. Yeah, we only get 4 cards, but they're better than these 3. We just need an energy. 1 energy, please, deck. 1 energy, please, deck. Thank you. A Mareep is great as well. So this is a much better hand. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate you. And they used an Iono, so they can't boss's orders this Pawmot to the front. They can't knock this out in 1 turn anyways. At least not with the energy they have right now. And depending on what they burn, because they have to discard 2 energies to take out this Flaaffy, we're going to knock out the other thing, whatever has the 2 energies left. So we'll let them pick which one's about to get knocked out. But if they grab a hand crank and do that again, that's going to make our decision a lot harder. So we'll see what they do. Decision just got made a little bit easier, though. Okay. What do they pick? What energies are they keeping? Now, if they do 1 and 1... we have to decide, and I hate having to decide because I always choose wrong. But maybe we won't. Maybe we'll choose right. You have a bench full of electric Pokemon, opponent, and all we have is... ah, they chose 1 and 1. Rude. Okay, so because of this, we're actually going to hit this one. This one has an EXP share, so if we hit this one would just have both of them, and we don't want that. So, play that. Let's see what we get here. Jacq is a solid one. Not so much right now for us, but it is a good one to have. Guess we should probably grab some stuff anyways. Because if we get an Arven or something, we're going to want to do that next turn. Sure. Okay, now we take out Pikachu EX because it has no protection or anything like that. It's not a terrestrialized Pokemon. Ooh, a Meowth. Okay, that energy's a good draw. The Battle VIP Pass is not, but what can you do? Okay, what does this do? Takes 2 energy, does 90 damage to 2 things on the bench. Brutal, but what can you do? If we rip a switch here... oh. You can have my Greninja. If we rip a switch here... now we don't even need it. I think we just win, No, we do need a switch still. Okay, we need some way to switch this out for free because we have an energy in our hand, we have a Flaaffy to get an energy there, and they have two things that we can hit. So, maybe. Opponent, you're chewing through your deck pretty fast over there, buddy. You hate to see it. I mean, you kind of like to see it. Thank you, opponent. I will also be using that. Do you even have anything left in your deck? This is the liability of having a bunch of things like this, right? Okay, well that is not what we were hoping for. But it's not nothing here. So now we're gonna put one on this guy. Going to Greninja. Let's actually, before we forget, let's grab another. Yes, Mareep, because we have a Flaaffy in hand. Let's see here. That's tough, y'all. That's tough. I think we're gonna do it. Let's see what we hit. Okay, well, I regret that, but what can you do? Alright. We're giving them a chance here, but I'm not really worried until this... They can't even use this V-Star move because they use their forest thing. So what does this do? It's... your deck for 2 item cards. Well, there's 10 cards in their deck, so sure. So it's 180 damage. It's a lot, but what can you do? Sitting there with these 2 liabilities right there when we only have 2 prize cards. Right, opponent? Yep. We put one up there. Yes. What's up, Tatas? Okay, Arven is perfect. Okay, we win. Yay, we win. The superior electric deck. Tatas exclamation point. Okay, you did. All right, cool. Okay, let's do this. Grab another Pawmi. They don't know that we've won, but we do, so we're not. It's not bad manners if it doesn't look like it, right? That's how that works. Yep. All right. I'll also take an escape rope, opponent, because it doesn't really matter. But, you know, here we are. You pick first. The superior electric deck. Ooh, offering accepted. And by that I mean I'm going to take out this Raichu, because this Raichu hurt us. It hurt several of our Pokemon. Raichu, hold this. 11 strike. 11 strike. Woo! Woo! You know, opponent, it's not about having all the electric Pokemon, it's about having the right electric Pokemon. Honestly, so, like, all bad manners aside, the fact that we had as rough of a start as we did, and they had as good of a start as they did, and we still managed to pull a win there, that was pretty solid for our deck. So let's see here. Let's do that in a second. Let's do final thoughts on this deck. Yeah, this was better than the first time we tried it. Really, really, really like. It's like, I feel, you know, it's like, I like to brew. It's not much of a brew to put a Flaaffy with a Pawmot, right? But still, it's not a deck they give you, so I'm going to count it. This felt really good. It feels powerful. Pawmot is so strong, and having 2 of them is really, really busted. So the only thing I could think of to change this would be these electric hand cranks didn't really feel that good. So you got 3 spots you can kind of do whatever you want with. If y'all have any ideas for that one, let me know. But yeah, other than that, this deck felt great. So yeah.